Your turn.
Going to level 3. Got the sweet elevator music going.
Last time.
What is up, fam?
Heck yeah.
I hope you guys were enjoying that, man. That was a vibe, man.
If that doesn't get you in the mood to purchase a guitar, I don't know what will.
See, which one we gonna buy today?
It's like that's like the third lap in Mario Kart when it starts to get real groovy.
Yeah, oh,
you know,
dude,
you're in like the I forget which one it is, but you're in the mall. You know,
Mm-hmm.
you're driving through.
Oh,
I always
dude.
played as Toad on the bullet
Dude,
bike.
same.
You're a
same,
Toad
bro.
guy.
Yes, 100%.
Right. Spam Toad in the chat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Toad is by far the best.
Yes,
So, yeah,
yes.
that's the fun stuff there.
What's up,
Well,
dude?
welcome in everybody that's on the live stream. We're glad you're with us. We're just
Yeah.
hanging out. I'm Elijah. This is E Smooth,
Yes,
aka
sir.
Emmett.
Yep.
We're just hanging out, man. We brought a fun little gizmo this time. This is the Boss RC10R.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a looper and it's also a rhythm beat maker.
Yep.
So right now we're just using it just for the beat side of things because we don't need to loop because we're having fun.
Oh, yeah.
But it definitely brings the vibe. So you can
Yes,
change
sir.
a few different genres on it. And so we're really just going to mess with it throughout this thing and try to make some cool tunes out of it. So, yeah. How you been, Emmett? What you been up to this
dude.
week?
It's been great. There's been a lot of preparation for Easter, which is coming up this Sunday. My church, I play over at the Courageous Church. We're going to be playing 5 services this weekend.
Woo.
Yeah, so we got 2 Saturday night and then 3 Sunday morning. We're gonna be partying till the cows come home.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying?
Dude, the first time I can't even remember, I'm not serving at my church for
Oh, bro.
Easter. And I'm excited just to go and attend and be
Yeah.
with my family and have a good time.
Dude.
So I don't envy you when it comes to the rehearsals and everything like that.
Well, I mean, that's the tough thing about what's up, Creed?
Creed in the chat, man. There it is.
Fantastic, my guy. But dude, that's the thing about like being a musician is whenever you get to the place where you're playing a lot, and then there's a lot of expected of you. It's like, man, there's really little time that you get to like just sit and relax or like be with the family. I can't remember the last time I got to sit in a service and not be playing something.
Totally, man. Yeah.
But it's been good. It's been good. It's been a lot of fun. Got some really beautiful songs that we're doing, and just the wonderful message of Easter. Really excited to meet a lot of new people and see a lot of things happen and transpire for some folks. So,
Of course,
how
man.
about yourself? How you been doing, man?
Awesome. Well, I'm recovering from the men's conference that we had. It was a blast. It was so fun, but boy, was it some long nights of rehearsals, getting everything together. It went off really, really well. It was a lot of fun. I'm still a little bit sleep deprived, but that's okay. And so that's actually why I'm not serving on Easter, is so I don't just combust, you know. No, it was a blast. I got to play with amazing musicians, and the heart behind it all was so much fun. So yeah, it went off really, really well. But yeah, I'm excited to be back in the saddle, so to speak. Be here at Palin, see all the beautiful people.
Yes.
Shout out Cameron Cochran. I see him
Yes.
here.
Yes.
Spam Cameron in the chat.
My guy. How you been doing, buddy? Good.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, Mr. Flannery's in the house, and you're not junior. You've graduated. Awesome.
Bingo.
That's exciting, bro. Congratulations.
So it's a full house here at PMC in Springfield. Come by and say hi. We're having a good
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
What do you say, Emmett? Let's get right back into
Let's
it.
do
huh?
it. Let's
So,
do
all
it.
right. So I've just moved it over to R&B at 98 BPM.
Okay.
So let's see what it sounds like. It feels the same. Let me try something else.
Okay. Cameron. Creed. Good stuff. What you got for us? Okay. Where's the one?
Some like
Okay.
let's move it just to C to be easy. I'm just doing a 1-4-5-1.
Let's do 2, 4.
Your turn. 6, 2, 5, 1. Yeah. Back to normal. Back to the 6 one. Hey, happy new saxophone day!
Yeah, happy new saxophone day.
Right here.
That's awesome.
Dude, awesome. So, messing around with this is a great little practice tool too. You know, this would be perfect for something like for someone that's like an all-in-one band, you know, type deal. But I could see this being on a lot of boards just to be able to practice,
Yes,
right? Because
yes.
that's the thing, because you always practice with a click of some sort, but it's always fun too to have something that has a little bit of a pulse to it.
Oh, yes.
Right?
Yes. It feels
Yeah.
more real life. And I think that it's important for any musician that's looking to try to understand how to vibe with other musicians. You have to have the centered clock of a click or something to keep you
Bingo.
in contact.
Yeah.
So the repetition is a factor and a major key to like you becoming comfortable in the zone.
Yeah.
You know?
And Emmett, I want to pick your brain on this too, because I think there's a few different thoughts on playing with a click. You'll hear some people say, you know, that's the only way to do it. And then you'll hear another type of people say, no click at all. It ruins the vibe and the vibe of the band that's playing. What's your take on that? Click versus no
Dude.
click?
I think if you want to be a great musician, you have to be able to do both.
Yeah.
And I mean, I feel like I have benefited from the structure of what a click can do for you.
Right.
But also too, like before I was really locked into like appreciating what the click does, there was a lot of creativity that came from, and it feels really organic whenever you and a drummer or a bass player or any other musician that you're playing with can lock into a time together.
Totally.
You know, but I think it's a benefit if you can do both. It's almost like reading music. Some people are like, I only play by ear, or I only read what's in front of me. I'm like, you'll be a much better musician if you can jump into both of those worlds. So.
And I think something that will take a good musician to a great musician is not only playing with the click, but not being restricted to the click,
Sure.
right? I think of like vocalists, right? Let's use a worship leader, for example. A really good worship leader is able to kind of go ahead of the click a little bit and behind the click a little bit, but also remember exactly where the pulse is, right? Because sometimes it can get very robotic.
Yes.
If you're 100% on the click. And of course, you know, that's the goal. You know, you have to have that as the foundation, is always being on it. And then whenever you're able to kind of move around it a little bit, it makes it even like, whoa, like what's going on? And then quickly bring it right back in, and there you are. That's a lot of fun. It takes a lot of practice. And so I would say, you know, practice with a metronome, a click, something like this. And it will automatically make your playing so much better. I was talking to Nate the other day.
Okay.
And he was talking about that, where it's like you can play the best licks, the best lines, the best chops in the world, but if it's not in tune, Greg.
Lord
There
Gregory.
he is. Wake up with Greg.
Yes.
Come on.
Hey.
Quick plug.
Yes.
Wake up with Greg.
Yeah, right here, Greg.
Hey. Yeah. What time? What time?
9 a.m. Friday mornings.
Friday
right here. So
mornings,
tomorrow
y'all.
morning, come
Tomorrow
find
morning.
me. Yeah.
Hop on.
We'll be doing it.
Get your coffee. It's gonna be a good time.
Get your coffee. Check out. We're doing trombones tomorrow.
Trombones
Ooh.
tomorrow.
You know what? I feel like there's been a huge uptick in trombone players this year. Like we've rented a lot of trombones. We've got the homeschool band. I feel like the majority of the band is trombone players. But that's pretty sweet.
All right. I'll leave you guys. Alone.
All right.
Good to see all you folks out there. We'll see you tomorrow morning.
We love
Tomorrow
Lord
morning, wake up
Gregory.
with Greg. I was talking to Nate, and he was saying two things that make a good musician a great musician. You can play all the chops, all the lines in the world. If you can't play them in tune, and if you can't play them in time, it's all for nothing. That is the biggest difference between a good musician and a great musician. So always check your tuning, make sure you're locked in with that click, and then things will be up and up from there. So, yeah. Mike Henderson said, smooth jam, fellows. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike.
Thank
Oh,
you.
Creed was like, one of these days, you guys should do a guess the song stream.
Ooh, that would be fun.
That would be fun.
It would be Creed. It would be fun to do something like. I know Drumeo does it to where they'll have drum players listen to a song they've never played before, and then have to play it. It would be fun to do like a track of that, and Jordan or whoever gives us songs and just peppers us with stuff we've never
Yeah.
heard before.
Yeah.
And then see if we can't play it. That would be fun.
Testing our
Yeah.
abilities.
Totally. Yeah. So continue throwing your comments or questions in the your questions in the comments, and we'll get to them. But other than that, we're gonna keep playing
Sure.
around. What type of vibe are we looking for here with the old Beat Buddy?
Oh, dude. I mean, I'm up for whatever. I'm playing on this Yamaha P225, which replaced the 125. It's got this thing has some sounds in it, man. Like there's that Rhodes sound, kind of a Wurlitzer sound. Come on, y'all. Come on. It's got some great pianos on there.
It's kind of fun. What do we got? What progression?
So in the key of C, 1, minor 5, 2, then minor 4.
Yeah. Let's slow it down a little bit. Yeah.
Daddy Lige, y'all. Give it up for Daddy Lige.
Daddy Lige in the chat. Your turn.
Take us there, Daddy Lige.
Dude, all right.
That was fun.
That is very fun.
So what are you playing, Mr. Elijah?
Right now, I'm playing a MTD Kingston Saratoga Deluxe. This particular model is very near and dear to my heart. Reason why, so I got into bass actually relatively late in the game. I really started picking up bass probably my junior year of college. I was gifted a 1997 Fender jazz bass 5-string Mexican jazz bass. Loved it. I wish I didn't sell it, but I sold it to get this particular model. Reason why is because some of my favorite bass players, Justin Raines, Andrew Goucher, among others. If you haven't listened to them, what are we doing here? Come on, listen to them. They're incredible. they all play MTDs, and so it was just like, you know, the same thing as like a kid seeing his favorite guitar player is the same thing for me. Like I want to emulate my favorite players, so I picked this guy up. It's awesome. I love the MTD stuff, and this one is actually at a very affordable price for what you're getting, right? It's a jazz bass, active passive switch, 3-band EQ, main volume, tone. The coolest thing about these two is that all the MTDs, including their Kingston models, come with what's called an asymmetrical neck. It's a lot wider than your typical 5-string neck, say like a Fender, but the more vertical you get up on the neck, it actually tapers. That way it's not a really big chunky neck in your hands the farther you get up. So you can see, whoa, hello. Down here, it's a lot more thick than right here. Nice. So it's just very ergonomical, very comfortable. I had this exact version with the maple fingerboard. This one has the rosewood. But these things are really good for what you're paying for. They have a really good low B. If you're ever checking out 5 strings, always, always, always play the low B and make sure that it is an actual tonal sound. Because a lot of the times, the low B, because it's so low in the register, it's just a big mushy sound. But listen to that.
Yeah.
Like that, it's very clearly a B.
Yeah.
Right? So that is my biggest talking point when talking about 5 strings. Listen to that low B. Make sure those low C's and D's all register. We were just playing in C, and it sounded great. So these are amazing instruments.
Yeah. I love it.
Recommend to anyone.
Yeah.
And they come in 4-string models too if you want to get a 4-string. So
There's some people out there that I would call bass purists.
Yep.
That say that if you can't get down on a 4-string, you're not a true bass player.
And there's things to that. I think a lot of it too is 2 things. What do you want to learn, right? Who are your favorite players? For me growing up, I loved listening to gospel music, Fred Hammond, Israel, all these amazing gospel artists, and it's almost necessary to have a 5-string, right?
John P. Key.
Yeah. So I started on a 5-string,
Yeah.
right? And I know that's kind of sacrilegious, but I started on a 5-string. So I love 5 strings, and I don't think you should not start on a 5-string.
Sure.
However, I think 4 strings, you're absolutely right. You can get really locked into playing a 5-string to where when you go over to a 4-string, it almost feels foreign, right? And so work chops on both if you can have both, because it's going to force you to play differently for different songs. Like I was doing a kind of a jazzy type song the other day, and it was like, I need a 4-string because I'm wanting to play all these other runs that aren't necessary for this song. So that's my 2 cents. I don't think you should only start with a 4-string. With that said, learn how to play both, because they are both very different when it comes to what you can do with them. So, yeah, you want to do one more and wrap it up?
Yeah. Do you remember that one that we did? Our good friend that has moved on to back home, Mr. Josh Lovett. He loved when I played this, and I can't remember. It was
Jimmy Ray. There he is, man. That's my old drum instructor from here at Palin Music Center. I was like 11 or 12 years old. I took lessons here, and he was my instructor. Shout out Jimmy, man. You're the man.
Much love, Jimmy.
Yeah.
But it was the I'm trying to remember it. I'm sorry. Let's just come up with something else. F sharp. D sharp. D. A. It even did the little. That's amazing. Well, thank you guys for being a part of our live stream. We love y'all. Look forward to seeing you guys next week. We do have another live stream tomorrow. So we've got in the morning, Wake Up with Greg at 9. Then we have the whole crew on the couch. Nate, Elijah, Chase, myself, and Slim Henderson.
Himself. Slim Henderson.
At 3
Taking your
o'clock.
questions.
Yeah, Q&A. So bring those questions. Be thinking about some stuff you want us to answer. Look forward to seeing you guys then. We love you.